What's up, guys? I hope you're all having a fantastic start to a new month. Today, we're going to go over things that are happening with XRP and the XRP community. However, you may have noticed there was a small cool-off before the charts go higher. Being the month of July, we are about to see so many events roll out. We're getting closer to all the flare launches and many more significant dates in the XRP community. This is going to be quite an exciting month. Be ready! But before we get to all that, let's roll that intro. As always, welcome back to MoneySide, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP fam. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. Now, getting back to today's topic, we'll rev the engines up with this tweet from Ashley Steers. She tweeted, over 300 financial institutions around the world rely on Ripple's growing global payment network. Already adopted in 70 countries, it is estimated that 87% of the global financial transactions will be supported by ISO 20022 membership. Guys, I can't emphasize this enough. This is truly the reason why XRP, the digital asset, is truly the one. Further, Ashley shares a picture where we find this article titled, Ripple, Shaping the Future of Cross-Border Payments. Things are getting quite interesting, and I just can't wait when the actual value of XRP is realized. In the document here, it reads, cross-border payments aren't ready for the future. It's our duty to continuously search for superior technological solutions to deliver ever-improved remittance services for our customers. With the steady rise of remittance flows, we see Ripple helping us open up new revenue potential and a better overall experience for our customers. Moving on, we have a tweet here from Kyle McLenix that says, now that we know what the financial system, reportedly almost ready for rollout, requires crypto to be ISO 20022 compliant, there are others I believe there are, besides XRP, XLM, QNT, ADA, XDC, and Algo. All the banks know it, IMF, WEF, EU, BRICS. Remember what we have kept on telling you guys on this channel? 99% of the cryptos will vanish away. If you look at CoinMarketCap.com alone, there are more than 10,727 cryptocurrencies listed. That means in the entire crypto sphere, the number might be way more significant than that, which is absolutely crazy. So a good number of these currencies will go away. Make sure you choose the correct coins. Here's another one from Lord VXRP saying, Ripple says XRP, ODL, is growing. Companies that choose to use the digital asset XRP to move money can do so in the 25 countries listed below. United States, United Kingdom, Mexico, Philippines, France, Spain, Australia, Ireland, Iceland, Sweden, Finland, Norway, Italy, Germany, Denmark, Austria, Czechia, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Bulgaria, Latvia, Estonia, Romania, and Greece. There are others that are using Xcurrent for now. Taking a look now at this article from dailyhodl.com, we see that the cross-border payment company Ripple has released an overview on the state of its network, including new details on its XRP remittance platform. The company says its network of banks and financial institutions now spans 70 countries. On average, a new country is added to the list every week. Ripple rolled out its XRP remittance product for commercial use in October of 2018. Last year, Ripple partnered with payments giant MoneyGram and bought a $50 million stake in the company. MoneyGram quickly became the largest and most high-profile user of XRP. The payments giant says it now has sent $100 million in total volume through ODL. MoneyGram is moving 10% of its daily transaction volume between the US and Mexico using the technology. The company's CEO, Alex Holmes, says it's also using Ripple's liquidity solution in 4 additional corridors, although the company hasn't revealed further details at the time of publishing. X Anderson said, this surprises me, XRP. He further shares this image that reads, RippleNet continues to scale in Europe with 250% ODL transaction growth. Europe is a critical market for Ripple and has experienced tremendous transaction and customer growth. A quarter of Ripple's current customers are based in Europe, and year-to-date, European on-demand liquidity ODL transactions grew by 250% in comparison to 2020, making up over 40% of all ODL transactions year-to-date. I don't know if it's just me or anyone else who has noticed that there have been many European narratives. Now I'll get into some exciting news from Cindy Young. She tweeted, "My first tweet in years in a good one. After 15 plus years in traditional FIs, I've joined industry leader Ripple as MD of Europe. Making the jump to crypto was a no-brainer. This tech is driving the future of finance and I'm excited to get started." Ripple and XRP are genuinely focused on the future. In an article shared on the Ripple.com website, we can see that in the midst of rapid growth, Cindy will oversee strategy and champion the expansion of Ripple's global financial network technology, RippleNet, which delivers financial solutions that enable customers to run and scale their business easily. You guys can check out the full article at Ripple.com. In the article, Cindy says, "Over the last decade, I've been at the forefront of innovation in financial services and witnessed how technology has dramatically changed how we bank and pay. However, the underlying payments and banking infrastructure remains an obstacle to frictionless value exchange across borders and inclusion. I firmly believe that blockchain and crypto will be a game changer to enhance today's finance by addressing its core inefficiencies," said Young. "These technologies can make the global financial system fairer, more inclusive, and more transparent. This is just the beginning of what's possible, and I'm excited to be joining such a talented and passionate team and a company that is at the forefront of this step change." Moving forward, we have this other tweet from Real Lisa Daly that says, "If you want to make asset liquid, you make it liquid to XRP, and then it's liquid to everything else with XRP." David Schwartz. The 1749-10-858 tweeted, "They've been busy," and he shares this picture where we can see more than 50 blockchain real-world use cases. It's crazy to see all these blockchains that have real-world utility. And what's even more fascinating about this is that Ripple is right there on the horizon. The Ripple section on the image says the blockchain that Ripple uses has been latched onto by a group of Japanese banks who will be using it for quick mobile payments. I don't know how long it will take for people to actually accept the immense potential that XRP carries. Here we have yet another tweet here from Truth Crumbs that says, "Rep. Tom Emmer, financial technology and cryptocurrency are the future of the global financial system." He shares a video where we can see Tom Emmer explain just that in his speech. And that right there is the reason why we are invested in XRP, as it soon will bring generational wealth for many years to come. And another exciting tweet here from Real William Carr that says, "Attorney Jeremy, hey Jeremy, I'm reading and hearing that part of the settlement could have retail investors turning in their XRP similar to the Gold Reserve Act in 1934 because they want XRP to be for the banks only. This scares the out of me. Do you think this is possible?" We can see that Attorney Jeremy replied saying, "Yes, it is possible from a legal standpoint. I don't think it's probable, but yes, possible." Further, Jeremy Hogan continues to say, a quick follow-up. A taking of XRP from retail holders would require either executive involvement, President Biden, or congressional involvement. The SEC does not have that authority. So let me add a very to the unlikely and theoretically to the probable. Now in our last tweet for today, we have this one from BlackBerry XRP that says, "I don't think it will happen, but if they make us turn over the XRP, it would be at a high price. Think about it. If they lowball, people will hold, hide them, sell them on the black market once the price is higher at a discount, but more than the price they wanted to pay. Not gonna happen." Just like Jeremy said, it's most likely not gonna happen that we may be required to turn over our XRPs. All in all, we need to get regulatory clarity as there's not much time left. In fact, we have even seen that eToro has been predicting more crypto regulation ahead. And this is the point where we have such coins as Bitcoin regulated out of existence. That's why you need to remove your crypto holdings from these exchanges, as when regulations come, it's hard to tell which exchanges will, in fact, last. Now, let's take a look at the price action of XRP. XRP has been on a multi-day recovery trend that is currently facing resistance. A decision to continue the rally or to resume the overall downtrend should not be long in coming. The Ripple is in a medium-term corrective downtrend against the US dollar after a lively rally to a record high at $1.96 US. Starting from the 3-month low at 50 cents, the coin initiated a recovery move that remains intact. In the context of the 3-wave recovery so far, it marked a high at 73 cents US and bounced off the short-term downtrend line located there. Most recently, it found support on the recovery trend line from the June low. We consider the short-term starting position to be neutral. A decision on a possible continuation of the recovery rally or resumption of the medium-term downtrend should, in our opinion, be made soon. A break across the resistance zone, currently at 70 cents to 73 cents US, would play into the hands of the bulls and make further price gains towards 79 cents and 85 cents US, the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement, likely. With a break above the interim high at 93 cents US, there would also be a clearer brightening of the medium-term technical starting position, with further rally potential towards initially $1.06 to $1.10 US. As always, we remind you to trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below and let's have a conversation. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like this video and to click on that subscribe button below. Turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. We'll look forward to seeing you in our next video.